Alright babes, so taking a look at this hairline, straight out of the gate I can already see that these knots need to be bleached. I do like that the way that the hair has actually been threaded in. I can actually see where they're faded out the hairline, and this should be a pretty easy install, but I definitely want to make sure, just to satisfy this and really get the most natural look, go ahead and kind of bleach these out, right? So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and kind of smooth the hair back. Nothing too crazy. I'm just taking a little bit of mousse, and I'm actually going to go ahead and use that just to kind of smooth this back a little bit. And what that does is pretty much get rid of any flyaways. You don't need so much mousse that the hair is like laying down, but you do need a little bit just to kind of get rid of the flyaways. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and flip the unit inside out. Alright, so really quick, I'm going to show you how to quickly bleach these knots. I'm going to take a little bit of the BW2 powder and also some of the Salon Care 30 volume clear developer. We have our mixing bowl. Again, if you did mix my how to bleach knots tutorial, it's super freaking detailed. I'm going to quickly go ahead and do this. So if you are a beginner, I highly suggest watching that other video. But in this video, I'm going to quickly show you pretty much how to do everything start to finish. So I'm going to take 1 scoop of the bleaching powder. Oh, I need the scooper. Since this is clear developer, which is a little bit looser, I'm actually going to fill this up about 1/3 of the way. So about there. And then I'm just going to pour it in and quickly go ahead and just mix this up. So the consistency that I'm going for is a little bit thicker. I don't really want this product to be able to move too much, so I want to make sure that it's kind of stiff. You guys will kind of see it looks a little powdery, but just keep mixing. So in this case I use 1 scoop, but if you are needing a ton more, then definitely use 2 to 3 scoops. You just do 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, so 1/3 to each 1 scoop, if that makes sense. All right. So I don't actually need a lot of products, only because I don't actually have that much space, and I already had some bleaching powder kind of left over from another video that I did earlier, so I'm just going to use the rest of this now. Once we have that complete, we want to go ahead and pretty much just turn this wig inside out. And we're just making sure that we're going to be able to accurately place all of the bleaching powder and all that onto the lace itself. So you guys can see here, this is how the lace looks on the other side, and then you can kind of get a look at what the cap looks like as well. So now that we have everything pretty much flipped over, and again all the hairs are pushed back, so you don't really have to worry about much, I can just put my fingers here just to see exactly where that lace begins and ends, and I should not have any trouble with like laying this down and really making sure that the product kind of gets through. But you should be able to kind of visualize where that hairline area is, so that you're not bringing this all the way up to the top, because there's really no need to do that, right? We only want to focus this on the areas where the hair is, because again our focus is bleaching the knots. So usually my focus is here, so I like to kind of lay the product here across the hairline, and then I fill in as needed, just because if for any reason this lifts a little bit faster in some spots than others, these are the most critical areas for me, that hairline, and then of course that middle part, or even the side part that I may be using. So of course you want to go in and take a little bit of your bleach. You see, I'm just like, and you see how smooth this is. That's the reason that we don't want to use that brush, because the brush will actually penetrate these small little holes that we have in here. So what we want to do is put a little bit of this on your brush. You don't need a lot, because it'll push it through. So actually, you see it begins here. We want to start here, and I'm literally just laying this. I hope you can see. I'm like barely touching it. You want to make sure that this layer is very thin. You don't need a whole lot to get this done. And be mindful, once you see a couple hairs that kind of peek through, sometimes just the way that they were fed into the actual lace, they actually end up on the other side. So try not to worry about that too much. It won't actually affect anything. They will bleach, but obviously you'll just remove those. And if you need to do this in small sections, definitely take your time. Because this is a 30 volume developer, it should not take that long to actually lift. I'm gonna leave this on for about 20 minutes. So you really wanna make sure that you quickly get this product on here so that everything is kind of lifted about the same time. And you guys can even see the hairline kind of indentation in between here, so you can see where you need to go over and where you don't. Just being sure to cover all those knots. And if you do see any spots where you can notice like the bleach didn't necessarily touch, you definitely want to go back over it, because that is a knot that has not been touched, right? And you guys can see just how stiff this product is in here. It literally looks like, I don't know what to compare it to, just maybe like some super, I don't know, what do you put on a bagel? Cream cheese? And all that I'm doing now is just going back over any of those areas that may have been missed around the hairline, because I really want to make sure that the knots are especially bleached right in the front, where we're gonna, obviously this is the first thing people are gonna see, right? But again, you don't need to drag this all the way to the top, just enough. Okay, so now this is completely covered. You guys can see I've pretty much hit almost every nook and cranny that there is. I can see there's like a couple little spots down here, but for the most part, we've pretty much gotten everything. And so now this is where we just kind of wait. We allow the bleach to do what it needs to do. I can clearly see that every single knot has been touched all the way around. And so all that I'm gonna do from here is just let this sit. Sometimes I will pop it out and just kind of flip it over so that I'm able to really see that activation actively happening. Activation actively happening. All right, so I'm gonna push it through. And this is where I get a chance to also see how much of this bled through. All right, so you guys are able to see everything. I just have it like folded and flipped inside out. And so this is the center. You guys can see this is the inside of the wig, and I'm just holding it kind of folded this way so you guys can get a better picture at what these knots actually look like. You guys can see that everything is slowly kind of lifting. I don't know if you can tell already. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna leave it here so that I can actively kind of manage it and have a really quick look at like how everything's coming along. Just kind of fold it down. Okay guys, so it's been right at about 20 minutes. You guys can see just how much this has lifted. I can literally see that the roots are nice and kind of like this light brown, almost blonde color. This is where you kind of get to determine how far of a bleach do you want this to go. You do not want to damage the knot so much so that the hair is just kind of coming out and doing some weird stuff, right? So in this case, for me, I would rather under bleach my knots than over bleach them. And what does that mean? I would rather have the knots be a lighter brown than to be so blonde that you can't see them, because then you run the risk of having overly bleached knots. It's going to be shed hair. Literally your closure is going to be falling into pieces. I know a lot of times people are like, Chrissy, how do you get your wigs to last for years? It's because the knots on these units are not over bleached. Not at all. You either want them perfect, which is kind of hard to achieve, right? Who's really perfect? Or you want them right at about perfect, right? So 20 minutes, 30 volume developer is my go-to. And then I do see where the bleach got a little bit on some of the strands here, but I'm going to show you how to cover that in the very next video, where I get very detailed on how to pretty much get that watercolor and also dye the roots of this hair as well to really maximize the style. So super happy with this. I am going to insert a clip of course, the final look, so you guys just can really get a detailed look at exactly what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and actually just rinse all of this out, shampoo, conditioner, and allow it to air dry, and then of course we'll style and all that good stuff. So for products, So for shampoo, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my Olaplex. I know some of you are probably like, Chrissy, why are you using those expensive products on your weaves and your wigs? Listen, the products are good, they work. This is what I love to do. So I'm using the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo, and then also the almond butter. This is gonna be the two these are just like my holy grail products. So I love to use this on my natural hair and also my wigs. So of course we have bleach, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pop this out, and I'm able to see instantly that those knots are really nicely bleached. You guys can just clearly see how it kind of opens up the part and really allows for a lot more flexibility when it comes to that parting space, and really just kind of getting everything to look natural. You guys can really just kind of see it's literally bleeding through now. You see? So there are some spots where the bleach did kind of bleed through just a teensy tiny bit. I'm going to show you how to fix that in the next video, which is going to be how to do that watercolor to get this hair to be jet black, and I'll show you that shortly. All right. And if you do notice that the hair kind of lifts this kind of like reddish color for any reason, 9 times out of 10 that means that the hair has had some type of previous process before getting to you, which is normal. I know a lot of times they will dye the hair and color it, so that is normal to see. And then of course you can always just kind of tone it out and kind of go from there. But I'm going to remove all the bleach, so just take your sprayer to get rid of it, and instantly those knots are nice and bleached, and we're ready to pretty much start plucking this out. You can see on the other side, it actually even changes the lace color. All right, so I'm gonna taking some shampoo. I'm gonna put this right on the lace, because the hair is not necessarily dirty, but we definitely want to make sure to get all of that bleach out. So I'm just going to scrub it pretty much on itself. To really kind of work that product in and make sure that all of that bleaching powder is pretty much rinsed out. Looks really, really nice already. And of course, this is not going to be against like a white background or anything. It's going to be on your skin, so you guys can see just how much that kind of helps with that fading process. The goal is for no wig cap to be needed. Nice and effortless bleach knot. Perfectly bleached every single time. Look at that. No cap needed, literally nothing. Look at that. And I also want you to keep in mind, bleaching the knots really helps to show the lace work that was actually completed before you got the unit. And so you shouldn't have to over tweeze it or anything like that. It should be very light tweezing, but I'm going to show you exactly what that should look like. And even here, if you have a lighter cap, you still can see it's doing exactly what we needed to do. It's just gonna bleed through. Now that we pretty much have everything nice and washed, I'm gonna go through with some conditioner. And I really, really love this stuff. It smells so good. Smell it. I freaking love this product. It instantly turns the hair to like silk. So of course I'm going to be doing a watercolor to these units. So technically I don't really have to worry about like completely drying this and really even adding the conditioner, to be honest. But just to be on the safe side, to get rid of any tangles and all that stuff, I want to make sure that the hair is hydrated during each process. Look at that. Literally see-through lace. So all that I'm going to do from here is pretty much touch up any of these areas where some of that bleach just kind of like faded a little too much. I don't see many areas like that, but I do notice it in like small areas like here. I don't know if you can really see that, but this would be a spot. Ultimately, I want this unit to be jet black, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the watercolor in another video. So definitely leave any comments or questions down below. I'm also going to go ahead and show you a really quick clip at how the hair looks, just a final look at it. I can't lie, you guys, I'm really satisfied with the way that this looks. Like, it looks so freaking good. So I'm also going to be doing a watercolor to get this unit jet black, and then I'm also going to be doing a plucking just to kind of customize it a little bit. But I'll be sure to create 2 additional videos just in case you are a beginner. I don't want to confuse you and overload you with information, so definitely make sure that you are subscribed and you have on your post notifications. That way you do not miss another video. I was getting ready to go to a meeting, and so I literally only had like 30 minutes to get this installed, and so the night before I knew that that was going to be the case. So I have everything pretty much just preset, and right now you see me just trimming off the lace. So far there's no glue, there's no spray, there's literally nothing, and I'm taking the scissors and using it in kind of like a wispy motion just to create some kind of fringe baby hairs. Now if y'all don't like the baby hairs, I know, skip it. You can totally install this wig without doing that, but just to add a little pizzazz, y'all know I like to have my baby hairs here and there. So once you get everything set and cut, I do actually have like this, I think it's like a 1/4 of an iron, and I just use that to kind of curl the baby hair. Y'all know all the girls are doing it and burning their real edges, but don't burn your real edges, burn the wig edges. And so yeah, I went ahead and just kind of curled that up, and then I'm adjusting the wig for exactly where I want it to sit. And you guys can see this could be worn completely glueless. That's the way that I'm gonna wear it today. And then of course, like I said, y'all know I was in a rush, so this is where I realized, like, man, I'm not about to have the time to really style these baby hairs like I'm gonna want to. So we completely ignored the sides. Like, to be honest, we just got straight to it. All that I did from here is take a little bit of mousse just to kind of style these up a little bit and just literally swoop them back, got everything out into place, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Literally, that's it. It was like a 3-minute install, super fast, super easy. Here's a quick look at the final products. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any comments or questions down below. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies.